Okay, what I've got here, it's a southord circular tension tool. The difference in this circular tension tool and some of the other circular tension tools, as you can see, it has the increments running around, so as you apply pressure you can see exactly how much pressure you're applying. So if this was seated in the lock now, you see as I'm turning that there, as you apply pressure it'll move to a specific number which indicates how much tension you're applying there. So in the lock, if you move it to say number 1, all the other locks of that brand, it tends to be quite consistent that you'll be able to pick them with the same amount of pressure. Like if I use number 1 on an era for example, chances are I can turn that pressure, the tension, straight to number 1 and have the right tension for the era lock. The other difference about this, some people like, some people don't, is the narrowness of the hole inside. See how narrow that is? It's a lot tighter when you compare it with, for example, the circular tension tool, the sprung loaded one. So if you're a single pin picker, you'll probably find the smaller hole is better because it targets the area you want to get to a lot better. I find the normal circular sprung tension tool is better for using with a pick gun, for example. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to try and work around this camera that's in a really awkward place again, and we're going to try and single pin this lock with this circular tension tool. This southord one isn't spring loaded, it just has, as you can see there, the 2 pins on the back, again one slightly longer than the other. Just going to put that in the lock. Good thing about any circular tension tool is they don't slip in the way the standard tension tools do. So once it's in the lock, as long as you're applying a small amount of pressure, it'll keep it nice and in place. On the front of the lock here, not sure whether you can see that from where you are, but there's a 0 with a line through it. There's an actual groove there which lines up perfectly with that, so you've always got that as a starting point. So as I'm applying this pressure now, I'm not even at number 1. I'm using that little pressure, I'm only on 0.5, which normally works well for WMS locks. So we're going to try and single pin pick this. Again, I start from the front, I feel the pin, lift the pick up, drop it down to push the pin down and push the pick forward to the next one and so on, whereas most will pick from the back. Just one of those things that I don't know how I got into that, but it's just one of those things I've got used to doing now. And it's not long before you single pin pick the lock. Again, it's not the best lock in the world, it's a WMS lock and it's a lock that I've picked several times before, so I know roughly where the pins are. I'm just using this lock as a demonstration. If it had been a top of the range lock, you might have been here for 10 minutes, so it just speeds up the picking process but demonstrates the tool. They're a very good tool, all these circular tension tools, far better than your standard tension wrenches, and you will get better results with them.